Hi, everybody. So I've been going through life and the stresses of life. And one thing I have a group that I go to on Thursday nights, and the leader, it's through Zoom. It's a choice group. It's called the Inner Circle. It's about the book Choice. And Gil Hodges wrote the book, and he's also the leader of the class. And it's really good. And what he taught us this week was a way of breathing and just coming into like your center and just like creating a bubble around you. And and for me as a Christian, and he's a Christian as well, but it's like a practice of like being in the presence of God. And what he was saying is like you like go in this spot, and it's like it's not the past, it's not the future, and you just like stay in the present moment, and you're there with God. He's with you. And but also like when I was thinking about it, I was like thinking about how you can like relate that to the past, not just the past and the future, but also like just the stresses. Like on this side is like the fight you might have with somebody, the argument, and then on that side is like your side of the argument. So, and in my life, like I have people that I've been arguing with lately, and I was just like thinking, all right, like get into the bubble, get into the presence of God, and get outside of that battle. I mean, like get all right, yeah, get outside, but like inside the bubble. But like, so instead of being the left and the right and the argument, just get in that middle ground, and like so not black, not white, and just the gray. Like get into the peace where there's not a battle. I hope I'm explaining this good, but like it's just that it's so easy to, I don't know, like even you just turn on Facebook or whatever, or the news, and like there's just this fight, and and there's been just recently, there's of course there's been the plane that crashed in DC, and with the Black Hawk helicopter, and you just turn on Facebook and like it's all about that. And then last night, I live in the Philadelphia area, so last night a plane went down in a neighborhood in Philadelphia, and all this can cause sometimes us to just like freak out, and just like get out. It can cause you to get out of the bubble. And like Psalm 91 says that we live in we abide under the shadow of his wings, right? Like, so if we get into our bubble, and like that's where our safety is. And there's so many things that try to drag us out of that, but like I can choose to be at peace. Yeah, I know like it's really bad what happened, and things happen, but I don't have to get caught up in like, oh, was it conspiracy? Like whatever might be going around. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of theories going around, but like, or was it just an accident? I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, just like stay in the peace, because that's just like where you're gonna have a happy life. And that's where God wants us. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to be joyful. And And it's really about like consciousness, and it's like interesting, like the Christianity and being with God. And then, you know, for some people that aren't Christians, they still like have that sense of like the stillness or being and even being with God, and maybe they don't know God as Jesus, but they believe in a God. Just being in the presence of our Creator. And I hope this helped you. I'm gonna it's hard because I don't have two hands because I'm holding the phone. I need to get a like tripod or something. But basically it was like with two hands you breathe in, and then you push out the past, and then you do the other hand. You breathe in, and then you push out the future, and then you breathe in, and then you're in the present moment. But then I decided to do it again, and I did it this morning too, and just like where it's like breathe in, and everybody else is outside of my bubble. Breathe and breathe out. Breathe out. Everyone's outside of my bubble. Just me and the Lord. And then, but what I was finding as I was doing that, I was like creating space in my bubble. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Now that I'm in peace, I can bring other people back into my bubble, because I'm not at a place of fight or flight. I'm just at a place of peace. So I was like, okay. And I brought different people back into my bubble that I've had contention with lately. So I brought them into my bubble one at a time. And I was just like, you know what? I don't need to look at the world as black and white, as right and wrong. I can live in the present. I can see the good in people. I don't have to think everybody's against me. If I think someone's against me, that's just creating that divide. And I can choose to bring them in the bubble and say, you know what? There's good in them. I'm bringing them in the bubble. Yeah, wow. Okay. This is going to be a challenge to stay in this. But I really do feel right now that like this has been so helpful. And so it's like this battle every day to just get back to this. And the more you do it, I think the more we will stay in the bubble and stay under the wings of the Lord, and just be like a child, you know? Just be like a child in nature, drawing in the sand, building a sandcastle at the ocean. Yeah, so, all right. Have a great day.